Okay. The 1 hour expired and we needed to talk back.
Yeah, I can imagine. Sorry.
We're enjoying your story. So please continue for us.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
You
really
didn't stop on the road that day. They let
no
you
no no
go.
no 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 no. They let me in that night, and from then I won't forget that my friend. His name is Lakemfa Jones. His family took me in, and I stayed with them. You know, then there were other terrible stories of the things that I suffered squatting around. Because my squatting journey took me from K2 to Amuodofi to Bagada to Agege Pen Cinema.
Hey, well,
to Agege Pen Cinema. You understand? That's why I didn't know Lagos. So that's why I didn't know no road. I know road for Lagos for taxi driver. Suffering teach me road for Lagos. Finally.
but I think it's a good time for you to share and least say to these young ones that are looking to communicate with them.
Yeah.
It's not all that glitters that will go.
Yeah, I tell them, the ones that are close to me, I let them know. You can't make omelette unless you break eggs. It's not easy. It's not a stroll in the park. Sometimes when you see a successful person, it looks like they come ready made. No. If they tell you their story, you will marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you delved into public service. You've done politics. It's a totally different kettle of fish from what you were doing before. How did that go for you?
Yeah, my political journey is one that honestly I'm very grateful for. Okay, because I was in Lagos here doing my thing when the then governor of Imo State, His Excellency Ikedi Hakim, they had a grand house reception for him at the Coliseum in Lagos. The owner of the Coliseum, Ken Keleb Olumese, is a man who's like a father figure to me. Very, very nice man. He invited me to the event. I went. He enjoys my performance. So in the course of the interactive session with the governor, I offered my own small suggestion on how we can, help the young people who want to, follow this direction in Imo State. And he saw some wisdom in it, and there and then he gave me an appointment. That was how I became senior special assistant to the governor of Imo State then on the entertainment industry. And it was the first time anyone created that kind of portfolio, So I had to go back to my state to go work there. And the experience was interesting. Even Harvard University can't give you that kind of experience, because I saw firsthand how, what public service was like, how you can have good intentions and be misunderstood, and the intrigues of politics, how we think we know and we really don't know. It was an eye-opening experience. You understand? So it kind of shaped my person politically, which is why I think when I talk about Nigerian politics today, I talk from a position of knowledge, not from a position of ignorance. So he opened my eyes and made me take more interest in knowing how we are being governed. Yeah. I also tried during that period to run for House of Assembly in Imo State. But it's not a stroll in the park. Yeah, I gave it my best. I gave it my best shot. It wasn't easy, He almost killed me.
How much? I mean, we can go on and on about that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But in all of it, as somebody that is forthright and clear about the vision, with all of the learnings, how much do you think that you could do, or if you look back now, that you could have done? What would you think?
Within the parameters of, as well as I do, that within the parameters of what is individually doable. You understand? Because if you're around politics, you know that there are things that you can do, and there are things that you would like to do, but you cannot do. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're asking about the things that I would like to do, if given the opportunity, is different. Okay? Because what you can do as an SSA is very limited. You don't even have a budget. You don't have a budget. You understand? You don't have a budget. You depend on the benevolence of your principal. You understand?
Goodwill too. A lot of goodwill.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you depend on. You don't have a budget. A lot of people look at you, maybe they see your official vehicle and your office, and they think you can move mountain, but you can't do jack. Yours is just to receive memo, treat as advised, and revert. You understand? Yeah. But if given the opportunity, there's quite a lot. Like if I'm president of this country, oh my goodness, there's a whole lot, that can be done.
So what sort of gaps did you notice?
What sort of lapse?
What
gaps? Okay, one is the communication between government and the people. Okay? Most times it's not honest, it's not direct. Okay? Most times it's not honest, it's not direct. Most times government tells the people what they would like to hear.
They would like to hear.
Okay? Yeah. And that communication, sometimes, if made direct, can really help.
Yes.
Let me give you an example. If you're in a family, okay, and things are not going right, sometimes you want to hear from your dad.
Yes.
His stand on things. Okay? If he tells your driver to tell you, let me not make it that bad. If he tells your elder brother to tell you, okay, it's open to being misunderstood, because you may not have the best of relationships with your elder brother.
Yes.
You understand? You may not have the best of relationships with your elder brother. So him telling you, for you, may not pack the kind of punch.
Yes.
Yeah, it may not pack the kind of punch that your father telling you will have. You understand? Good.
Yeah.
Now, that is one level of direct. Now, you and I know that most times governors, presidents, and people in office, their speeches are written.
Yes.
So it lacks that direct human empathy. Because what speechwriters do is to dwell on talking points.
Yes.
You understand? Dwell on talking points, the substance of the matter, bullet points. Okay? Sometimes if they are very creative, they can spice it up with a bit of emotion here and there. But it is not the emotion of your principal. It is the emotion of the writer. You get? So that is why you see that some of the best governors who are speakers, some of the governors who are orators, are the ones who are able to go off script sometimes and capture their emotion and say it the way they feel it. And you find that most times it resonates better with the people.
Yes.
Okay? Because you want to know that your leader is human and he feels you. That is where that communication lacks. Tell the people how it is, then tell them what you want them to do. Trust me, a lot of people will process it. They may not come to terms with it immediately, but after a while, they'll, okay, well, we'll try. It's difficult, but we'll try. So that kind of communication, we don't have it with government. All right? And I think is a big problem. Let me tell you, because when I was in office, let me tell you, as somebody on the street, I got a lot of feelers from people, and they felt, most of them felt that the governor was not reachable.
Okay.
You understand? And me working with the governor, I know him as somebody who is very jovial and playful. But his subjects feel he's not reachable, he's arrogant. So now I'm caught in a situation where I'm seeing two different people.
Yes, and you're trying to
the man that I work with and the man that people say he is. And they are two different people. Okay? But you know that in every setting, you have people who belong to the bedroom of power. Those are the ones who tells His Excellency what he wants to hear.
What he wants to hear.
Yeah. Then the rest of you are those who make up the numbers. You know? So sometimes when we get an opportunity for an expanded day school meeting,
yes,
I know there was a particular situation where I stood up and I spoke my mind and everywhere went silent.
Wow.
And I knew it did not go down well with everybody. Then one of my colleagues met me after the meeting and said, you have to take it easy. You know you're new in politics. It is not every truth that you tell. It was a lesson that day. Oh yeah. Because I spoke passionately and I spoke my mind. Okay? Because for me then, how much were they paying me? I was making more than the government was paying. So if they fire me, I will be glad to go back to my job. In fact, there were 2 occasions when I wanted to resign by myself. You understand? And some people prevailed on me and they say, guys, stay now. Wait, where they go? You know, this opportunity where they give you, some people, they beg for them. I'm like, why would anybody be begging for this, man? This is not it. This is not it, man. This is, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. You understand? You know? And I'm like, this place, what do you think they hear? I go back to where I did from. You know, smart and code of conduct could breathe down your neck over nothing. You know, ICPC and all these people go, they check you up and down. EFCC go, they hover around for nothing. You know, like, what is big deal? I want to go, man. You know. So that day I just spoke my mind and my friend said, look, guy, you two, they talk truth. Not be every truth then they talk for meeting. You know. Some things, you see that thing where you talk, everybody knows it, but nobody wanted to say it. Why do you think everybody was quiet when you said it? They all know. But nobody wants to be the one who said it. And I said to him, so how honest are we being to the government if we all know and we don't want to say because you don't want to be the one that said it? You know, are we not serving this man so that we can give him a true position of what is out there? You understand? You know, the guy said to me, why would you be the one? Look, they'll make a they'll make a scapegoat. No, to be very honest, after that conversation with him, I looked at everything, and what he said to me now started making sense. Because the people who were closest to the man knows this thing and don't want to tell him. Yeah, and so they're looking for you to say it so that they can go back to the man and make a scapegoat out of you. You understand? So it's crazy. It's filled with landmines. You know, so whoever is a leader has to find a way of independently getting information. You understand? Not from the sycophants that surround you, but from the people that mean well for you and your government. Because most sycophants stifle the leader and shields him from reality. Then suddenly when you leave office, you meet the reality and you're like, what? Why didn't anybody tell me? But it's late. It's late. You can't go back and fix it.
So as we round up, like I said again, we've gotten so much from you. I want you to address the young ones again. I want you to address those who are coming into that business. You know, who want to waddle around, be able to get something. And even in this period that things just seem a little bit stiffer, what would you suggest? I also know that you have your fans outside of the country as well. So, and things are not so rosy on outside of the country either. So how can you help us to look inward? How can you help us to develop and discover ourselves on the inside?
Okay. What I will say to everyone, because this pandemic has made life very difficult for everybody. In fact,
Yes.
the mental toll on people, we cannot even begin to evaluate it now. But what I will say is that anytime the world experiences something like this, is another opportunity for us to dig deeper, look inwards. The one thing that is amazing about the human spirit is that the human spirit always finds a way to succeed. That is why we are very intelligent species. You understand? So we need to dig deep at this period, and begin to look at alternative ways that we can survive. Okay? Now, you may be someone that has been living off your mental capacity. Maybe it's now time for you to tap into your physical capacity. Okay? Maybe you've been living off your physical capacity. Maybe it's time to tap into your mental gifts. Okay? Because there are different layers of us that we can tap into to succeed. I always say there's a physical attribute that we have. That is our ability to dig the soil and bring something out of it. There's our mental capacity to reason and be creative. There's the talent that we can polish and take it from the rough to the luster, where it can begin to reward us. So these three major gifts, it's time for us to dig deep and begin to say to ourselves, which one in this moment will profit me the most? It may look very difficult to start. It may look like a mission impossible, but you have to start anyways. All right. You can't reap if you did not sow. Exactly. You understand? And sowing is the difficult part. So we must now begin to think of what can we sow now that we will reap. That is it. And coronavirus, I think, has shown us that after all, maybe agriculture is the way to go. Okay? That agric will never fail. You understand? Because people must eat. So those who were looking at agriculture one kind before, including myself, who studied agricultural engineering.
The people in comedy should move away from comedy. Is that what you're saying?
My dear, no, we always talk about multiple streams of income. Okay, if all your life was built around show business before, maybe it's the time to begin to imagine life outside of show business. Maybe it's time to diversify into other areas. That is basically what I'm saying. Okay? Because some people were looking at a life that has to do with show business. When you're not performing, you're producing. When you're not producing, so maybe it's time to say, okay, maybe I need to open small poultry somewhere. You understand? At least if hunger come, I catch one fowl, kill, make pepper soup. That kind of. Chop. At least no person no die. Imagine in this. Imagine having a poultry in your backyard for this pandemic. You will be balling now. You will be balling. Early morning you go check whether they don't lay egg. Yes, now. Early morning you tie up and go pick eggs. They will not lay eggs for you. You understand? With one loaf of bread, an omelette, you're good to go.
Thank you so much. Always a delight and pleasure sharing with you. And I want to thank everybody that signed in and joined in on this. I hope you were able to pick one or two things. We'll be showing the highlights of it on our page at Talk with Titi Lion. I want to say thank you once again. God continue to be with you and bless you. And
amen. Thank you so very much.
And the to take that industry to the next level. We're looking onto you.
We will do it. We will do it. We will do it. I will have to.
Help us to do that. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day. God bless.
Yeah, bless you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you for joining, everybody. Bye-bye now. Join us tomorrow with official ONG at 2 p.m. Same issue we'll be discussing. Thank you so much. God bless and all the best for the day. Bye now.